Guys, as you can see, the roof on the Audi R8 has gone down. That can only mean one thing. Or does it? There's a ton of work that's gone on. I'm gonna send you back in time and I'm gonna let you see how we got to this point. Groundbreaking stuff. All I'm gonna say is, I does this, man. I does this. Salvage Nation, roll on the episode. Parts on top of parts. Oh! And then this last one, I'm not gonna be repairing it. Oh, shit! But this is what I've come for. Fuck yeah.
We love the Beamers, the Benz, the Porsches. All of my fans, I know they're supporting. Style with nothing but look at us now. Whoever's supporting, I'm making you proud. Whoever's supporting, I'm making you proud. Salvage Nation, look at the squad. We're up in the front line, look at the car. Look at the car.
Hello guys, welcome back. I've just come in, it's about 8 AM. And every morning I come in and I have so much enthusiasm, optimism and hope for getting this car started on that day, and today is no different. And at the end of every day so far, it's been about 6-7 days I've been working on this car. At the end of every day, I just go home feeling defeated, and I hate to be defeated. So today we've got a new lease of life. I've got a ton of stuff to fit. I've got a new ECU kit to fit, a ton of wires to repair, a ton of bits to do, and to help me with that, I went over to Irwin. This is not sponsored. Irwin.com is an online Audi workshop, and I was able to download so many key repair manuals for all the wiring on the inside of the car, a ton of bits that I need. I'm gonna be headed down to North London. I'm gonna go see one of my guys down there. We're gonna be getting a ton of clips, a ton of connectors, a ton of wires, and hopefully we can get this car started in this episode. Who knows, but let's roll on the episode. This is the chance for you to win this 2008 VW Golf for £2. Heated leather seats, it's super clean both inside and out. This is my first proper raffle, and if it goes well, I'll be raffling some bigger, better builds. But guys, I've just changed the game. I'm adding my 2005 Stage 2 Plus, highly modded Mark 5 GTI to the raffle. Now they're going to be 10 prizes. If you've already got a ticket, you're automatically entered to win either of the two cars. Trust me, this is the biggest raffle that I've done to date. I'm not giving away just one GTI, there's gonna be 2 GTIs given, and the other 8 winners are gonna win some Essen merch boxes. They're gonna be mystery boxes, you never know what you can find inside, so grab some tickets. And you can have it for just £2. You're gonna be helping out the channel Salvage Nation, so get involved, grab yourself some tickets, and I'll see you in the live draw. So guys, a lot of you got into the comments and told me about wiring schematics, etc, etc. I found Irwin. This is not a sponsored video, I'm just sharing some information. You need to register and you need to have a business. I was able to register and I was able to pay £7 for 1 hour's worth of time on the Irwin website. And the good thing is you can download as many files as you need within that allotted time. I went ahead and done that, and now I can get to work. In the last episode, I stripped down tons of wires, so I wanted to do a bit of a tidy, get all of those wires sorted before moving on to refitting the amplifier, which was ripped out when the car was stolen. Here you can see the cage for the entertainment system was actually in the way, so I had to remove that, and I will be sorting out that cage later on in this video as well. There's tons of work to do, so just enjoy. Alright you guys, so I went ahead and I retaped with some tester tape all the wires that I exposed when I was doing some searches. I know a lot of you guys get scared of wiring, but I love wiring. I've got tons of experience with wiring and I find it quite easy. This fuse box has got a holder which the robbers, when they ripped it out, they broke it. So I'm not going to put it back in. I've got it in the box, I've not put it back in. I'll order one of them and I'll get everything there situated. Have a look at this guys, I think I found something. I think we're actually making some progress. So I went ahead, I done the the same with all of these wires here. Everything is all taped up. I went ahead and refitted this amplifier on the head. That's where it's meant to be. Obviously, they ripped this up. I need to get this new back in. I don't know what it's called, but I'll take it off, get the part number, replace that. Look at all of these wires. All of these wires are broken. But more importantly, guys, I was in this box right here and I was searching all of these kind of wires, and have a look at this plastic right here on this one. I'll take it out. Have a look inside there. It's covered in this plastic casing. You can't really see anything. And then off camera, trust me, it's been so many hours have gone by. Let me get this off. If you take this plastic bit off, I was looking at this and have a look. I went ahead and I done a test fit. There was one wire on there that was broken. I went ahead and I refitted that and I soldered it up just to test it. And guys, guess what? I went ahead, stuck it on the diagnostic tool, and I've actually got communication with the convenience module and the access system. However, it's one step forward. I'm not gonna say any steps backward. This is major. We've got communication, but like I said, the original one with the keys inside is bricked. Now, I don't know how they stole the car. I don't know how they went about it. I've got communication with it, but it's not reading any information. And we found that out when the diagnostic guy from Audi came down. His computer says there's no data to be read. That was the error that it was coming up. So something inside that one is bricked. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna head down to North London to see my guy H over at VAG Planet. I'm gonna get some wiring looms, connectors, the whole lot. And whilst I'm doing that, I've got my guy from Audi. Like I said in the last episode, we ordered a complete ECU kit. He's gonna fit this up. Now, because this is the security on this car, it's already been stolen. I don't want it to be stolen again. I'm not gonna be filming too much of that because there's a lot of hidden kind of modules and stuff. And he advised me not to film it, and I agree. I'm not gonna be exposing all the security on a 100 grand car. So we're gonna get that sorted. By the time we get back, he should be finished kind of like coding it all up, programming it all up, and then hopefully we can get this car started.
I need to attend to what you're up and what your friends do. It's so unfortunate that...
So now I'm making a short trip from East to North London. I'm heading to Tottenham in the Aston, and trust me, it's gonna be interesting. Early, I've just made it down to North London. I'm here at VAG Planet. This is my guy H. I've been dealing with him for years. He's helped me on so many different builds, and today I'm gonna get everything I need. So guys, I'm inside VAG Planet. Check out the parts that they stock for every VAG Group car. I'll put all the details down below. If you've got a VW, Audi, Skoda, any vehicle from the VAG Group, check out VAG Planet down in Tottenham. They'll have every single part you can possibly need, from engines to airbags to doors to seats, whatever, they've got it. Parts on top of parts on top of parts. But this is what I've come for. My guy H said that he's got tons of wiring looms just sitting there. If I come down, I can have a look for the connectors that I need. And he was just digging around and we found this one. So check it out. This is just a box of old wiring looms that he's got. And I need some of these Facra connectors. Have a look at that one, I need that one, I need a black one. And because I've got the complete wiring diagrams from Irwin, I know exactly what colors I need, I know what they're for, and I'll show you all of that once we get back to the car. HSD, high speed data transfer connector, and these are for like the USB ports, virtual cockpit, tons of stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do now is get the wiring looms out, we're gonna get some blades and try to separate the cables that I need from the ones that I don't need, and then we're gonna head back. So let's get all of this done. So once I've identified the cables and connectors that I needed, here comes the tedious task of fishing them out the existing wiring looms, but we managed to get everything. Have a look at all of this mess. It looks confusing, but once you know what you're doing, and I knew what I was doing because I had all the schematics, I was able to get everything that I needed. Like, look at the hole that I managed to pick up. I was packed and I was ready to get back to work, but I got a phone call. I had to head home. I had a little emergency to sort out, and I didn't manage to film quite a lot. But this is what happened later on that night. Oh, come on, man! Hey, you know what? You said to me today, you said you're gonna start this today.
Yeah, man!
Oh.
You're gonna start that today.
Oh, guys.
Yeah, confident.
Angus, how many days straight was I working on this car? Every day.
All week.
I've been coming in 8
All
a.m.
week, bro.
What's the time now? I don't even know the time. It's about 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Congratulations.
oh, bro.
Congratulations.
The R8 starts.
Thanks God for that.
Angus, thank you, man.
Respect.
Come on.
Boy.
Come on. Guys, keep it moving. R8 is starting. We've done it. I've done it. Come on. We had so many professionals, so many people come down. Hey! Hey! Come on, brother. What did I say?
You're gonna do it,
Oh, shit! Oh, fuck. Go on. Okay. Okay. Guys, I'm so out of breath, like I'm actually gassed. Let's try the roof. Ah, the roof is working. It's working. Let me see the engine. Can you see the engine? Can you see the engine? Come on, come on. There it goes.
Don't let me down.
Don't let me down now. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I can try and move it back, see if it works. No, I took that one off, the gear selector.
Let's push the seat a bit forward.
Push the seat.
No, maybe it's not plugged in.
I don't think I plugged it in. Lift this one up here. Guys, let's plug this car into the computer, clear all the codes, see if we can get it moving. I'm just clearing some fault codes, but oh, my heart rate was pumping, everything. I'm just super excited. Forgive me, but listen, I know a lot of you probably thought, D, you're out of your depth for this one. There's nothing that phases me, and I always keep it moving, man. And trust me, in 2023, I had so many situations where I had to keep it moving, and this part represents progression, it represents hard work, it represents progress, and I'm glad that you guys, trust me, you guys keep me going, and I'm glad that you guys are always here to support the channel, man. Oh, but the R8 started. Just cleared out all the codes and see what's left. So we've still got some data bus errors, communication with gear shift module. Okay, so that's probably why it's not going into gear. Let me see what I can reconnect, give the car a start. Hopefully it should move. So guys, I just found this is the plug for the gear selector that was unplugged. I'm gonna finish up on this one as well. There's a sign on the screen saying gearbox fault, no reverse gear. So I'm hoping that it's just the plug and it can't communicate. Let's find out. Guys, I am happy with that. Now I'm gonna head home. This is where the real work begins. Now we've finally got the car starting. I've got to reassemble all that junk inside the car. Stay tuned. Now, as I lost time today, I was too gassed to go home. So I made a quick detour down to Bethnal Green, East London to see my guys over at Enhanced Plates. I knew over the Christmas period they're gonna be closed and I wanna take this car out. So here we are at Enhanced Plates, and trust me, have a look at the plates that I got made up for the R8. So as you can see by the lettering, I went for a set of 3D gel covered plates, and I got some custom shapes on the backing plastic as well. And these things are coming together really nicely to add to my beautiful R8. Whilst I was there, I had to stop to watch the match as well. But this is how they made them. So guys, it's actually a few days later. This video has been all over the place. I had a little emergency at home with my little one, so I had to rush off. And over the Christmas period as well, I was like, oh, I want to get back. The car started, I want to get back. But you know what? You have to do what you need to do. And I've learned, like, family first, take care of business, and here we are. So, you've seen everything. I found that broken wire, and I know, guys, I caused even more mess than when I got the car, but sometimes you have to make a mess to get better. Sometimes you have to go back to go forward, and sometimes you have to keep it moving. So the plan now is, I've got that box of cables, wires, connectors, I've got that entire wiring loom. I'm gonna be swapping out some of the coaxial cables, some of the USB data cables. I wanna get everything fitted so that we can get proper communication around the car. I wanna take this car out on a first drive. That's what I wanna do. This episode, I wanna go for a first drive. I wanna get the car outside and get some proper lighting. One of the things that I know about this unit is the lighting is not great, but this is what I've got to work with, and I'm happy with what I'm putting out from the environment that I'm in. Like, what I've got here at my disposal, I think I'm doing quite well. You let me know what you think. But guys, the R8 is starting, is running, is driving, and trust me, when I give a price review on this car, remember, this car is 100K plus with the top spec. I'll go through everything and what I paid for the car, and so far what we spent to get it running and driving. Different league. But for now, let's start her up again. It's gonna be a cold start for the boys, and we're gonna take the car outside. Now guys, before, the central locking wasn't working, and that's, like I said, without communication with that central convenience module that controls the entire body of the car, and without communication with that, none of this stuff was working. But as you can see, it's all working now. Have a look at that. Another thing, although the car is starting, it's still not picking up the key in the actual body of the car. So under normal circumstances, I should be able to leave the key there, press this button, and the car should start straight up. Now have a look. I'm pressing it, still nothing. Place the remote key on the back of the marked area. So right here, here's the marked area. You have to put it there, and as you can see, it started straight up. Oh my God. So I still need to figure out that. There must be some sort of antenna that's cut or unplugged or something, but we're gonna sort that all out. First time I'm driving an Audi R8, let's go. So guys, I think you can tell that I'm a tad bit excited, but I think I'm allowed to be excited. The R8 is driving. This is the first time that it's moving under its own power since I've received the car, and we have done a ton of work. It's actually crazy. So mental. Guys. Guys, have a listen to this thing. This thing is running, it's driving, the oil is all good, we checked all the fluids, the engine sounds perfect and it sounds amazing. And now that this car is actually running, now that we've cracked this code, look, the paintwork is immaculate. There's no body damage. There's nothing that I need to purchase on the suspension. As far as I'm aware, fingers crossed. And all I need to do now is sort out this interior with a bunch of trims and a bunch of plastics, and right now we're going to be jumping straight into it. I'm going to sort out all these wires, and guys, come on man, come on. Oh, you know what, I'm lost for words, man. I am lost for words. So guys, I really wanted to take this car out, but I've been indoors all morning. It was fine when I got here, and in good old typical British weather, have a look outside. It's actually super wet, but you know what? I'm happy. The car's starting, it's running, it's driving. Oh, there's so much power, man. I gotta take it easy with this one. One of the things that I've noticed now that it's starting, it just says initializing telephone. If I change it to media, it just says initializing media. It's just initializing everything. Nothing is working. And that's because the telephone, the media, everything goes through this bad boy here. So I need to get this wired up, and hopefully we can get some communication going with this, the amplifier for the speakers, and this virtual cockpit right here. I need to order a vent. I've gone ahead and I've ordered that as well. These are working. I can actually feel hot air coming through. Switch that off. Everything there seems to be fine. The roof button is all working fine. There it is. But I'll leave it down for now, get some more light. So I'm happy. This area seems to be fully functional. But yeah, have a look down there. We've got tons and tons of problems, and I want to sort that out. The 4-wheel drive system is not working. The TPMS system is not working, and the traction system is not working, and I don't want to go out in the wet and smash this car because I've never driven an R8 and I'm not ashamed to say that. Let's sort out all those wires. So guys, I'm going to start in this region just to show you as well. I went ahead and I finished buckling up that broken wire in the convenience module. That is good to go. I've used regular tape and then some tester tape as well. I just need to replace this cap onto this module. Funny enough guys, because I've got all the schematics now, I didn't know what this was for, but in the seatbelts there's microphones in the seatbelts, and this is the control module for the seatbelt microphone. Now have a look at this page that I got from Irwin. We're starting in this region. It tells you where everything is, it tells you what everything is, the colors for the connectors, how to repair them. It gives me all the information that I need. It's low level wires for signals, so it's not hard to repair. There's no damage that's going to be caused. 100% safe. This is the official Audi repair manual, so I'm going to follow this and we're going to repair all of these wires. So I'm starting with the FACRA connectors. These are a bunch of connectors for all the different aerials on the car. Luckily, the actual wires weren't broken and I was able to just swap over some of the connectors. These are the plastic casings that holds these wires onto the back of the unit. I was able to swap them out and they were good as new. This one on the other hand, I had to splice into it, and this is one of the connectors that I picked up from VAG Planet, and I'll explain exactly what I'm doing in a bit. Alright you guys, so have a look at this. Is some of the amplifiers for the mobile phones, signal. They were okay. On this one, I literally just had to straighten up some of the pins on the inside. This is the antenna for the DAB. And I know all of these because I've got that document. And I was able to just swap just this bit here by removing that purple pin and put a new head on there. That's gonna clip onto that little spot right there. So those two, well, those three are all good. This is the one that goes to the cluster. A like for like part, and as you can see, it's color coded. So I've soldered them all up. And I know a lot of you guys are gonna get into the comments. Guys, this is literally like a USB cable. It transfers data, and then this sheathing right here, this metal sheathing kind of protects it. So I've got it on both sides. I'll clean this all up, wrap it all up, and I'll put the shielding back in place to protect the data transfers on the inside of those wires. And then this last one, I'm not gonna be repairing it. I'm actually gonna cut this out of the loom, and I've got a replacement wire. This is this one here. I found one on one of the looms that I bought, and this is a replacement wire, and this just travels down along underneath the center console, and it plugs in right here, and that goes to the USB kind of input. So that's just a USB cable once again. But what I want to do now is start the car up and let's see if we've got communication. So guys, I've plugged up everything here and I've just switched on the ignition, and as you can see, automatic connection is active. Please note it says connect mobile phone. So okay, let's see if that's working. So it says no Bluetooth device was found. I think it's because I've got the antennas disconnected down there. So before I even go any further, now that I know that this connection is working, because now we finally have, let's see if the maps are working. Data service is unavailable. Insert the SIM card. So obviously they've removed the SIM card right here. So I've got no data services, but I still have a map. Yes, finally. Guys, come on, man. See, one by one, step by step, we're just blitzing this build out and we're getting over every obstacle. That wasn't there before, now it is. So now I know that my repair is working. I'm gonna solder this all up again. I'm gonna tape it all up and make sure that everything is secure. And once I've got that all secured, I'm gonna work on the antenna wires and hopefully we can get some Bluetooth going. Hopefully, let's go. So after some soldering, I added insulation tape and some tester tape, and this is what it looks like. Next up is the entertainment system. I had to thread all the newly repaired wires and connect them up to the back of the unit. I found one more connector that was broken and I was able to swap that out without an issue, and everything went in really nicely. Alright you guys, so I've gone ahead, repaired all the wires, you saw everything, all the connectors have been repaired, I've popped everything back into the correct location, and that unit is now in its correct slot. Let's start the car up and see if we still have communication with the cluster. I want to see if all the communication with the Bluetooth, DAB, let's check it out. That was accidental, guys. I didn't mean that, It's initializing, and it should come up with the maps. There you go. If I change it to telephone, okay, no data card, that's fine. So media seems to be working, there's a DVD in there. If I go to the maps seem to be working. Let me see if I can connect my phone. Connect to mobile phone, find a new device. Okay, so I found Audi MMI, let's see. Accept. Okay, so I don't want Bang & Olufsen. What? Yep, there it goes, that's what I want. Let's see if this is actually working. I don't want to play that one because I don't want a copyright strike. Nah, no audio. So guys, I actually forgot to plug that in. Plugged it in and have a listen. Don't trip. I remember being broke, never having nothing else to my name. I remember when no one believed. What? Come on. Look at us now.
Whoever supporting, I'm making you proud. Whoever supporting, I'm making you proud. Salvage Nation, look at the
Salvage Nation, I'm at the tune. So guys, not only did we get this car started, we got all the communications with the entertainment system working. The virtual cockpit is finally making communication, it's working. Everything is all good to go. Time to take this car for a first drive. Salvage Nation, look at the squad. Pull up in the front line, look at the car. Look at the car. No, it's gonna take time. Guys, this thing is, I can feel the power there. It sounds nuts. Overdo it. I'm gonna head back. I'm not happy with something, and maybe the wheel might be loose. Something is loose on the front. Guys, look at the car. So guys, I started Salvage Nation coming up to 3 years ago. I started with a 2008 Ford Focus in the back of an abandoned car park. Now I'm rebuilding an Audi R8. When I picked this car up from the auction, I was so excited, but it gave me a ton of headache. I was so stressed out, but I kept it moving. We overcame every hurdle, we got the car running, and now we're actually driving it. This is the whole point of my channel. This is what I live for. Keep it moving is my mantra, and I say it every single day. When life throws lemons, make lemonade. When you have an obstacle, overcome it. Have a look at this car, just soak it in. When I started out, I didn't know where this channel would take me, but I had a dream and I followed it. I'm not at my final destination yet, but it's been a hell of a journey, and I want to thank each and every one of you for joining me and continuing to support Salvage Nation. Guys, you witnessed greatness in this episode. It's been 7 days of stress, hard work, never giving up, but I'm super determined to finish any task that I started, and you saw it. We found that broken wire, and then we had to do some more programming, coding, but the point is, we got to the bottom of it. I kept it moving, but I know a lot of you guys thought, you know what, he ain't gonna do this. It's an R8. We did it. I done it with your support. I wanna thank you. If you left a comment, if you gave me words of encouragement, if you gave me information, if you're one of the guys who sent me a DM on Instagram, whatever you did to contribute contribute to this build right here. We done it together. I want to thank you. And I just want to say, this is what this channel is all about. If you want to watch someone get a wrecked car, go to the dealership, go buy new parts, fit new parts, and that's it, then there's other channels out there for you. But on Salvage Nation, I break stuff down, I rip things apart, I fix things. I don't just go splashing a ton of money that I don't have. We're doing something different. I'm happy in my lane. This is the lane. If you enjoy it, press the like button. If you want to watch and continue to follow Salvage Nation, speaking of which, right, with all the hype about the R8, it's easy to forget that I've got an Aston Martin build to finish, I've got a Mercedes A35 build to finish, and speaking of that, I've just brought it in right there. We're gonna be filming the last episode on that car right now. I'm gonna finally take a break off of this. It's giving me enough headache, it's giving me enough grays. I didn't have these many gray hairs in my beard before this build, but for now, this is where I'm gonna stop this episode. And now that we got this car running, driving, there's still a ton of work that I need to do. There's still a ton of error codes that I've got. There's still something up with that steering. There's something feels a bit loose there. I've got to sort out all the interior trims, new carpets, new mats. Like, there's still a ton of work. I'm probably gonna do a little trip in this car. I'm gonna stay tuned to see the plans for this car, but also stay tuned for all the other builds that are coming. And 2024 has got to be the year of Salvage Nation. So like I always say, keep it moving. Have a nice new year. Thank you for supporting. I'm speechless, man. I'm grateful. I'm humble. Keep it moving. We out.